Okay, this is Wing Rider. I'm just leaving the campsite here at Suwannee River State Park. See the dry patch of ground over there is where my tent was, the table, power, water. I got my trailer back there and I'm all packed up. I started packing up early because I want to go early. But with that air mattress and all the pillows and blankets even. Let's see, right now it's 63 degrees. I was really comfortable last night. It was great. So I'm gonna leave here now. My glasses are fogging up like crazy. But it's nice. That was my campsite there, number 9. Suwannee River State Park, North Florida, off US 90. Let me drive around this way. It's a one-way road. Every campsite, even tent campsites, have full hookups on them. So it's really nice, and everybody just friendly as they can be, so you're friendly as you can be back. Look at that one, neat. There's some monsters in here, and then there's some little ones. Next to me was a Chinese family in the motorhome there. If you watch the rest of these videos on the motorcycle camping trip, you'll see there was about 10 of them in that motorhome there. There was the grandfather, mother, father, and a whole bunch of youngins. I think one of the sons was married, and he had some kids, and they was just, I don't know how they all piled in there. But very nice. They all waved and hello when they walked by. I had a couple little dogs. Nice people. There's another little camp community over there by its own. But it's kind of expensive. Well, it depends. For a tent campsite, it was expensive. There is power and water there, but $24.50. That's quite a bit for a tent campsite. So, did I miss the... Oh, crap. I think that's the drive going out right there. Anyway, but even for the full hookups now at $24.50 is not so bad. Some of them have concrete slabs and full hookup. I think they're all the same price. I'm not sure. Then there's a couple of cabins that they have. They're $110 a night, and there's a minimum of 2 nights that you have to rent them for. But bathhouse, showers, walking trails right here on the Suwannee River. Not bad. Tent campsite should be cheaper than $24 and a half a night, even with water and power. But I can't complain, really. I mean, you can't complain. I mean, you know, it's not bad. Because up in the Blue Ridge, I noticed some of the campsites, so it's a federal park, like $15 an hour, or $15 a night, and there's no power and water, but there are bathhouses and stuff like that. But then again, up there you have to be careful how you cook and store your food because there's bears up there. But I'm leaving now, Suwannee River State Park. There's one trail that's 12.5 miles long. I walked 2 shorter ones yesterday. One was 0.75 miles and one was 0.8 miles long. And well, of course I didn't walk the whole, one of them I didn't walk the whole thing because half of it was underwater because the river's really, really high. It's out in the woods and everywhere. I'm going to stop here for just a moment. And they didn't say about these cards here. When you come up to the front, you get one of these. It's in plastic, campsite number 9, departure date, where they can write that off. So they don't intend for you to drive off with these things. I don't think. It probably tells you on the back, ranger station, camping regulations, rules chapter. Check in, maximum the quiet hours. Children, please return the tag to the ranger station. Okay. So, is there a slot where you put these in, or just leave it in the mailbox maybe? I got a mailbox over here. You probably just put it in the mailbox, most likely. Give a night in the real Florida. I'll leave it in the mailbox. It doesn't say, but it makes sense to leave it in the mailbox. Unless, let me check over here, make sure there's not a place over here on the exit side where you leave them. Wonder how many people drive off with those things. Oh, leave it in the mailbox. Wait, there's another box over here. Maybe you put it here. Suwannee River State Park, pass drop box. Duh. Okay. It pays to look around a little bit. Better looked in there. Oh, that guy was stupid. I left it in the mailbox. Pass drop box. There. Duh. Oh. The gate code's on there. If the gate's still closed, the gate code's on there. 8814. By the time you see this, it will be changed. 8814. They got a gate that they leave open during the day. At night they close it. And if you want to come and go, you need the passcode. Remember that, 8814. If I forget, you can tell me. Just kidding. How you gonna do that? It's pretty nice though. Suwannee River State Park. It's on the west end of Suwannee County on US 90. Just before you cross the river is the county line actually. But it's nice. But I was able to check out all my gear, and for the camping trip or the trip that I planned to Blue Ridge Mountains in late August and September, about 3 weeks long, I would never be able to stay out that long if I spent all that time in motels and inns and everything else. But half of it, if you use campgrounds, you can save a lot of money. You can stay longer. And the way I do it, the gate's open. The way I do it is I got my trailer back there on the Gold Wings, and I can carry all my camping gear, but you need to test all that stuff before you go on a long trip, because we're talking a trip 2,500 miles. And I think it opens automatically if you're on that side coming out. If you want to go back in, you need the code if you go out during the night and come back in. Look, listen. Nope. I don't trust them railroad arms. I look, I listen. Nobody coming. California roll. Okay. There was a trooper one time. Oh, it's up the other way. Damn, too early in the morning. There was a trooper one time who told me, and this is in training in the academy 30 years ago, 27 years ago, January 1989 is when I was in Florida Highway Patrol Academy. I retired not too long ago, and he said the California roll for the stop sign came up. He said, you know, if you roll through a stop sign, he said, just joking, he said, I stopped somebody one time, and this is just a scenario, he didn't actually do it, he's just joking. He said, but here's the thing, he said, if you stop somebody and they just roll through a stop sign, you you pull out your PR-24 and start tapping them on the head. Tick, 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 tick. And then you ask them, do you want me to slow down or do you want me to stop? A little trooper humor there. Cops don't have a great sense of humor. I did. Anyway, entering Madison County, Suwannee River. I was just there. You can see the park just was right over there past the railroad bridge. But I'm on my way to Madison now. I'm going to go through town. I have to go by the ATM deposit. And then 63. Then I'm going to go probably stop by the BK Burger King there. See the morning crowd. It is 7:21 a.m. And but if you're watching this video, if you stumbled across this one, my channel, Wing Rider Moto Vlogs, I'm John Wing Rider. Go back, this will be like part 7 of the camping trip, motorcycle camping trip. Watch the rest of the park, it's kind of interesting. There's one part where there's a camper next to me, and there's a Chinese family, about 10 of them in there, real nice. But I was sitting there yesterday at my campsite, and I was looking over there at the hookup, where the water hookup is for their camper. And there was a little squirrel there. It was dripping a little bit where the water hookup was. There's a little squirrel there, stretched up, grabbed a hold of the hose, and just started drinking water. I got it on video. It was pretty neat. Anyway, I came across a young couple in there, newly married, and they were down by the river smooching at one of the benches there. And she asked me to come over. Can you take a picture of us on her iPhone? I guess that's what they call it, iPhone. I've got an old flip phone, so I use iPhone. But I did, and beautiful couple, you know, God bless them, you know. But I was thinking to myself, it's not always going to be like this. Oh, heck no. They were babies. I think he was, they were in their 20s. I'm 53, so to me they're babies. They don't even have a clue yet. Anyway, I didn't, when I went off to join the Highway Patrol, left home, my education was in the Highway Patrol Academy, and that's where it started, my real education. All right, folks, don't be impatient with the motorcycle here. And, man, that opened my eyes. They sent me down south to Sarasota County. Back then it was a big county, but it wasn't nothing like it is now. But beautiful area, a lot of people, beaches, all kind of stuff. Suwannee State Park, I love that one. But anyway, it's a huge county. 2 different courthouses. There's like 4 towns in the same county. Kind of like New York has 5 boroughs, different counties. Well, this was like different towns in one county. Anyway, when you're on the coast of Florida, either side, as you get down toward the Panhandle and head south, it's just one town to another constantly. There's no breaks. It's just solid. You think you're in the same town for 200 miles. Of course, it's over 400 miles. The length of Florida's long state. Closer to, yeah, about 4 plus 100 miles. But Florida's a beautiful state. The north part anyway. I don't care for the south part. And then you get down to Miami and Key West, you need to learn how to speak Spanish to do anything down there. I'm not a city person, I'm a mountain person, woods person. I live in the country. This is Madison County I live, and there's a big peanut plant, processing plant. My cousins, my first cousins, and their sons are some of the biggest, well, they are the biggest farmers in this county. They farm the most land. They're the most successful farmers in this county. I worked for them when I was in high school and during the summers and whatnot, and driving tractors and running combines and picking rye and corn and disking with the big cab tractors with the AC and the radios. Nice. Anyway, the trailer, I got it from the USA trailer store. It's behind me back there. It's 18 cubic feet inside. Nice trailer. There's a cooler rack on the front. I bought a cooler to put on the front, a marine grade cooler from Academy Sports that I keep my cold items in. But the test run last night was great. Everything except one item didn't work. I'm gonna have to replace that. But good time to find out was last night, not while I'm on the Blue Ridge Parkway up there in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Of course, that's 5 months from now, but it pays to test all your gear close to home, and Suwannee River State Park is a perfect place to do it. It's about 20 miles from my house. Anyway, the trailer, the USA trailer store, I bought that online. 18 cubic feet is how big that one is. They got smaller ones, 14 cubic feet. All kinds of different types. The pop-up tent jobs. This one's just a regular trailer you can store stuff in. But it's beautiful. It's got the big wheels on it. I don't like trailers with the little tiny wheels. They get too hot, it seems like. And I bought a spare tire put in there from the same place. It's exactly like what's on it. Polished aluminum wheels. I put a fire extinguisher in there. I've got tools and jack and stuff if I need to change wheel bearings. I got all that stuff right there. I'm set. In the right saddlebag on the Goldwing, I've got a 12-volt air pump. I've got a tire plug kit because this Goldwing has tubeless tires. So if I have a flat on the road, instead of being screwed, basically, I can fix my own flat, air it up, find the nearest Honda dealer to get me a new tire if I need to do that. I don't really want to run plugs in a motorcycle tire for very long. You can, but if you have the money to replace it, it's just a peace of mind. It makes you feel better. Anyway, CSX Railroad runs right past the Suwannee River State Park and camp there wide load. I'll give them plenty of room. Coming into Lee, Florida. After that, the next town is Madison, which is where I'm going. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'll wait till I get on the other side of Lee over here. If you're a motorcycle enthusiast, get out, ride safe, have a good time. I mean, it's just beautiful, beautiful. What else are you going to do with your life, you know? If you like riding bicycles, do that. Whatever makes you happy. Of course, if you're just starting out motorcycle riding, you damn sure don't get on a Goldwing. I've been riding since I was a kid. Started out with little three-wheelers and then dirt bikes and raced motocross, raced enduro. Did that for a while. That's hard on your body, but when you're a kid, you're young, you can do that kind of stuff. Of course, I was in my 20s when I raced enduro. Actually, my teens, late teens. I loved enduro racing. I went all over the state of Florida enduro racing. I'd usually come in and maybe past the middle. If there was 100 guys in the race, I'd come in maybe 30. Anyway, little town of Lee. Go back to the first part, which is actually like take 1 and take 2 of the campsite, and then part 3 and so on. I think this is part 7, something like that. Anyway, I want to go ahead and kill this one in school zone. We ain't even reached the school yet. Let me get the cruise set here. Boom, cruise controls on. And this is wing